Hello everyone and welcome to another Viscera video. I'm a little under the weather today, and so I made this video because I'm feeling the way that the game is making a lot of people feel right now, sick. Uh, I'm not going to be one of those envoys and CCs to just complain about the game to get videos, to get views, to get money. I'm not in it for money. This is all for free. I'm in it because I want Scopely to fix this thing, so that's what I'm doing. This video is going to come to you from myself and from the words of the other players in my Titans family. Hello, all 300 plus of you. We did a stream in which we had people like Baka come in and say there's no point in even talking about it because they're not going to fix anything. We had other spenders come in and say, I spend the money, I should get the advantage. How dare you try to take my advantage away? But the rest of us, the 90% of us that are common players, that are cheap to play or free to play, we want what is best for the game because it's a game that we enjoy. And so I'm trying to help Scopely know what 10 things are that they can do to make this game better. Day in and day out, I please more people in this game than a Las Vegas stripper. I help more people than a drive-through BK at a dinner rush, and I give more support than a Victoria's Secret push-up bra. By them not adding more shop credits to milestones and to events and modes in this game, the game is getting sketchier than a waist-high hole in a men's-only bathroom stall. So we're going to be moving forward, and just to give you guys a poem to start off this thing. Roses are dead, violets are too. And if they don't add more shop credits to this game, it will be soon. So let's go in, and we're going to start at number 10. And number 10 starts like this. One of the things that they brought up in my stream was character refresh. And what that is for. So you can go into some of these tunes that we upgraded back when we were starting out. And we had to, like, those Kree minions, right? That was the big thing back in the day. And we can go here, or we can take this character, Ronin, which isn't used anymore. Unless, somebody in your chat makes you Gear 19 them. But anyways, they have a button maybe here above the level. Here beside the find or the diamonds. That says refresh. And then maybe for, I don't know, if you want to refresh this and you're at Gear 18, maybe it costs 50 cores, right? Gear 19, 100. Gear 20, 150, something like that. So that way you're just not refreshing all the time. But you're able to refresh, get all the gear, all the resources back, including the gold, and the ISO, to put back into your account. I think that would be something really good. It would help the players that want to just sit here and just farm the top tunes do so. It would help the players that want to go a little wider have a little bit more leeway with that, because we could always use cores to refresh somebody if it wasn't a good decision. I think it would help everybody. And it was something that got as an average rank 5.8 out of 10. So it was important to the people in chat. So I think that would be a good thing to do. Character refresh. I don't know what you want to call it. Give it some Marvel theme would be kind of cool. Like turning back the clock or something. I don't know. You can come up with something snazzy for that, but a character refresh button would be nice. The next thing, they got 5.2 out of 10, so it's supposed to be ranked 5.2 out of the 10, is we wanted to know about doing some kind of better thing that helps to matchmake in Crucible and War. We're tired of punching up 300 million in War, 3 billion at times in War, if you're in Earth with us. And then also, as along with that, as a couple this all together. We didn't just want one thing that was, we kind of put some stuff inside of other things. We want a little button up here after war is ended. You know, like the one where you go to defense or boosts that's up here. One that's afterwards that we can click on and we can go back and see what our past history attacks were for each person. This is for a leader standpoint. And what our past defensive wins were and what they used for a learning ability. So we go into war, we can have something we can see in between wars rather than just you have until war ends and then you don't get to see it anymore. Go back afterwards. Give us until matchmaking, right? Like everything else kind of resets. Just give it till matchmaking. Then we can go back in here and we can see like, oh, this team won against this counter. This is the counter they used to beat this team. So on and so forth. Just gives a little bit more leaders a little bit more advantage to be able to go through and do some numbers, crunch some numbers to be able to help our team out because at the end of the day, that's kind of what we want to do. So anyway, so there's number 9. Number 8. Number 8, we want less pop-ups. Less of those pop-ups. So when you're going into something, you know, things are just popping up all the time. Now, when I say pop-ups, I don't mean ones like this. This is fine. Telling me that I, you know, have to confirm, to upgrade, to get my... That's fine. Those are fine. What I'm talking about is the spending money to get stuff. The, you know, this is... even the one that has the road to annihilation right now, that pop-up is fine. I'm okay with that because that at least gives us info. I'm all right with that. I don't need pop-ups for spending in game. It just gets in the way. It makes me feel like I'm going to accidentally click on something, and it's just a bad taste. It's a bad feeling. You know, it's like you're wanting money from us all the time. So if we can't get more pop-ups, maybe just let us disable it. That would be all right. I got a 5.1 out of 10. So let us disable pop-ups would be nice, or just not having them come up in there. I'm fine if I'm in the store and a pop-up comes up because I'm already looking to buy stuff. But like when we're in the game and trying to go quickly, you know, into a match to be able to get that last attack in before war ends, like that's something that we need to not have there because it makes it feel bad, you know. Like, oh my gosh, I got 15 pop-ups. Hold on, you know, like here's another offer for $100. Here's a whole full screen offer for $100 for 50 million gold. Just nah. Done with it. Tired of it. No more, please. So number where are we at? Number that's 10, 9, 8, 7. We're at 7 now. Number 7, give more support available to watch gaming feedback with quicker respawn time. So that is something they asked. This is 2 months ago. And I really think like the support has actually gotten better. I did a message via email the other night, and I was able to get response back within 5 minutes of that. It didn't give me what I wanted as far as an answer. Maybe I'll share that with you here in a little bit. But it was a response. It was a response at least. So, yeah, just, you know, a little quicker response time for the most part. But I think you're on your way for doing that. So that was number 7. I got a straight 5. So that was right in the middle. So good. Number 6. All right. So remember back in the day when we used to have those campaigns for new tunes? We used to be able to blitz for new tunes. Bring it back. Why not? It's going to link into something that's a little higher here in the numbers, but the campaigns for new tunes and the blitz for new tunes were good things. And I'm not talking about this new style where you open an orb and you get a chance. No. I'm talking about the ones that had like, you know, you had two shards per node. You got to get up and unlock them after the campaign was over. Like those ones were fun. It was nice to be able to theory craft, kind of like the legendary used to be. Stuff like that. Like if you just brought that back for tunes for us to be able to maybe 1 out of the 3. Since you're doing 2 reworks, 3 new, maybe have 1, you know, a little hard to get with the blitz. 1 that's a campaign that's kind of easy to get, makes you feel good. That, you know, maybe higher up you need the stars in order to do things, that's fine, but once you've already unlocked. And then 1 that's got a different kind of milestone or event attached to it, you know. Each one have its own different way of release. You used to do that, and it was kind of cool. We knew that we were at least getting 2 of those 3 characters when they came out. And it made us feel good about it, because then we know which ones to plan for to actually spend money on. so that we weren't saving all the time for us that, that do save our pennies, that we actually knew which ones to spend on when we can plan it out. And having that knowledge, having that plan makes a lot of people feel very comfortable with spending because you know what you're getting out of it. And if we don't know if the next tune is going to be obtainable in a reasonable fashion, then we're less apt to spend for one and waiting for the other. And then if it was easily obtainable, then the one from before is no longer obtainable via purchasing. So then we didn't spend anything on that whole team, and I think you're missing out on that. So I mean, sure, if whales want to go and spend, and krakens want to spend, that's fine. They're going to spend anyways. That's not who you're worried about. You're worried about the people that are counting money, that are this is our overature that we make for a month, that we want to put a little bit into the game because it's a hobby and we want to spend a little bit. So let's plan that out. Let us count on something. Let us know what events are coming up, and not just via a blog, but actually how the release is, so that we know, oh, we can get that character just by playing the game. That's going to be fine because it's this campaign event that we've had 4 other times before. That's a lot of fun. It's a little challenging, but it's a lot of fun, and they're pretty easily obtainable as long as you have, the characters from the team before. And then let's have one that's a blitz. Oh, we know we got to get a little sweaty there in the middle, right? We got to be on every couple hours to do a blitz rotation to get all of our raids done. Maybe raids are encompassed in there somehow. And then one that, okay, this one's going to be difficult because it's going to be milestones, be competitive. So maybe that's the one I need to purchase. And let us plan that out, because that makes it so that we feel comfortable. And I think you want your players to feel comfortable if you're a smart business. Now, if you're not, then by all means, just disregard everything I said. So that got a 4.8. It ended up 6. So that's fair. So number 5. So number 5 is pretty simple. What number 5 is so when we go into these stores, if we go to this store here, we see this check mark, right? We already got those. Well, why do you have them there? Because if we're in the Sigil store here, and we already have these characters maxed out, which I don't have here, right? So I don't have any of the characters maxed out here. But if I go to my main account, right? This is going to my main, and we're going to the Sigil store. Look at this. These characters are gone. That's what we want in the rest of the stores. Just make it the rest of the stores are like that. So if this is here, Helvery and Victoria Hand are gone. They're not there anymore. So it moves anybody we might need rather than having to scroll all the way down to the bottom to see, right? If we have somebody that we need, they're up there. If we don't have anybody left in the store's blank. And then you can just put a signal after that, like we've completed that store, right? Rather than having to go through all these and make sure that we don't have anybody down the bottom, just move these to the bottom. If they're X'd out, just put a null set after them. They move to the bottom. They go away. And the ones that we need to farm are up at the top. It just makes it that much cleaner and easier. By the way, in this place, when we did this vote, changing the stores to be more stores based on what the stores are, supplies, characters, guess what? They did it. So I didn't have that in this place, right? This is just now about simplifying the stores into the ones that we have them locked out if we've already got them, that we don't even see them. Just like the diamonds for Mr. Fantastic in my main store here is the only one left because I have 3 diamonds on the other 2. So same kind of thing. Just get rid of them in these other stores as well, so we don't have to see them. They're not going to be in this. We're just talking about the character store. If we have them 7-starred, have them go. You did the other part. The stores make sense now. So that's cool. So now we just got to simplify it just one little more. Just one little more. That got a 3.7. So that was ranked 3 basically in ours. So it's 5 overall. Because there are some that got a little bit more votes, but 5 overall. So there's number 5. So now we're going into number 4. Number 4. Okay, so number 4 is this thing we were talking about before. I told you I'd get back into blitzing, right? So sorry. Here we go. So this right here, when I sim a battle and I get this dub, I want shop credits here. I don't care if they're the same as like the Blitz store credits that you did where they're random. They get you 5 to 1,000 randomly. That's fine. As long as it's something. I want to be able to tell new players when they come in, if you need shop credits, go Blitz. Just Blitz. You know, you get credits via stores and stuff like that for playtime that players have in the game. If you did shop credits here, sorry about the sniffle. If you did shop credits here for blitzes, what it would do is, so the players that have a shit ton of shop credits, we know there are some with just millions of shop credits. They wouldn't worry about blitz just like they don't now. Okay? But the newer players that need those shop credits because they're short, because they're having 7,000 shop credits right now, and they got to choose between getting a character, they got to choose between getting, heaven forbid you try to get the empowered things that are 22.5 per. Those should be reduced to about 12. Just like a character is 12.5, they should be 12.5. 22 is ridiculous. 45 is ridiculous for twice. They should be the 45 should be the 12. You get 10 for 12.5, just like you get 5 of a character shard. The fact that you're telling me an empowered is more important than unlocking a character is crazy. But anyways, I digress. Shop credits per blitz battle. So that way we can have those newer players say, do those blitzes, practice out those teams. You know what? Even take sim off a couple times to play with that team so you can learn it a little bit, know the abilities, know the order of operations that they do. It's something that a newer player could do. RTA is shit, so Blitz is really all we have. So have them use Blitz as a mode where they can go get some resources, farm daily if they want to, be on your game more so that you get more active playtime from players, rather than throwing up stupid events that nobody really wants to do. It's just a chore with sim button. Actually have them go through and want to play something if they choose to earn shop credits. If they don't want to, they don't have to. If they want to, they can. It's just something for them to do. It's a way to earn resources in a game that you're not giving very many resources out for. It'd be a great thing to do. This got a 3.4, by the way. The ranking 3.4 as far as importance. So it's at 4. So we're right there where what the people wanted, right? So this is perfect. But anyways, guys, adding shop credits to Blitz so new players can farm. That's what that is. All right. So taking this screen off. Number 3, getting a 2.9. So this pretty much tied with number 2, but getting 2.9, which ranked it at number 3. This isn't something I can really show you. Pay more attention to free-to-play, lessen the gap between spenders and free-to-play. So what that means to me, honestly, it means in these events, rather than, and let's show this. So I spent a crap ton of cores on this last event for Blastar, right? Just a crap ton of cores. I went from 24,000 cores to now 7,000. So what this means is in these rankings, when we're lessening that gap, the fact that you have 10 million at the top 120 to, and even right here, to 1 million for what the normal folk are going to be, 5,000 to this 10,000. This is 1 to 600K, 1 million to 600K, 10 times as much for these people up here. And when you look at the bottom down here, these people get 0 of the ISO 3.5, 0 if you're not in the top 10,000, 0. And the fact that this is only enough, this 500K or 600K that you get is only enough for one piece of ISO. That's not something for everybody. That is enticing people to spend more in your game, which I get is what you do from a business standpoint. But let's just lessen these up. Like, honestly, like you could just do from here, this 1 to 50, get 10, right? 50 to 100, get 9.5. 100 to 500, get 9. 500 to 2,000, get 8.5. You know what I mean? 2001 to 5,000, Let's go all the way to 5,000, get 8 million. 5,001 to 10,000, get 7.5, or even let's say 7 million, right? Let's say 7 million. And then the rest of the population get 5, right? 5. That's half of what the top 50 are getting, but it makes it so that everybody is getting something that's going to do. And believe me, 5 is not a crazy amount, right? 5 million is not a lot. Not a lot at all. When it takes 1 million for 2 pieces. So 5 million, that's what? That's 5, that's 10 pieces. 10 pieces? And that's 10 pieces, not even 10 pieces in an upgrade. That's straight 10 pieces because it's like 515 that goes per. So that extra 15 times 5, that's 75K again. So that's not even an upgrade and 5 pieces. That's just 5 pieces. So, like, just shrink it down a little bit. Like, that gap doesn't need to be this severe. This is crazy because these top 500 people all spend about as much money. That's just whipping it out and showing what I got kind of thing here at the end, you know? It's just condense them down. Make it so that the gap is less severe. Like, this is crazy going from 0 for the normal person or not barely enough for 1 tune. So up here at this 10 million, this is enough for 20 pieces. 20 pieces? Let's say 18 pieces. That's crazy. That's just crazy, the difference between it. And it doesn't need to be that big. You're just doing that because you want to make more cash out of this top 20. Because you want them to go back and forth and back and forth. Just make that 50. Reduce it the way that I said. The way that we want. It's going to make it so much better for everybody. All right, so anyway, so that was 3. So now we're going into number 2. So number 2 got 2.7, just under that 2.9. And this is an important one. It's add shop credits to every game mode. Okay? Add shop credits to every game mode. So if I go into this here and I want to do these milestones, give shop credits. You know, just like 1,000 per. Here on this thing, if you're doing these, right, these milestones, put shop credits in here, just like 1,000 per. You know, just so that when we go up, we get them. Every one of these, give shop credits, 1,000 per. Give shop credits, 1,000 per. Give shop credits, 1,000 per. I know it's a broken, but why aren't they there? It's something that we all need. It's something every player needs every day. Just put them there. Bang for your buck. Make it double. Every milestone you get 2,000 shop credits instead of 1 because you want them to spend the cash. That's fine. Every game mode should have shop credits. I don't know why they don't have shop credits. You have all this ridiculous stuff. And like these right here. Like, why do we have half of this stuff? The blue ISO mats or training mats. Why? Why the blue? Like, these don't make sense when you can just put an orb. Like, just put the orb things that give all these out, right? Just give the ability orbs for these instead. Just give one ability orb is going to give more than this. If you did, instead of you did these blue training mats here, if you did one blue ability orb, you wouldn't have to put another blue ability thing at all in this whole thing. Same thing with the purple. Just do one blue, one purple, one green ability orb, you know, or whatever in number 1, right? So we just milestone number 1 each day. We get one of each of them. And then shop credits. Shop credits. The gold is kind of nice. It's not even close to being enough. The resources really need to go up on gold. But yeah, shop credits in each one. That's a biggie. That's a biggie. Shop credits. Everybody's running out. Everybody's running out. So that's a big one. Shop credits added to every game mode. Please, for everybody, for new players, for older players, everybody, because we are running out. Okay? So number 1 thing that we've had overall, drumroll. Number 1 thing, gear trade up and ability. All right, let's just go back to my main and show you what I mean by this. Gear trade up and ability. So what we want is when we go into, I think this is the one now. I don't know. They've all been moving around. It's there. It's here. These things. So I got these training orbs, right? But if let's just open one just so I can get it so I go. When I go to these things, I got 816. Let me cash these in to be able to trade in for, you know, something else that I need in the store. Like say a thousand of these Tacron whatever that are blue. Let's just go to this one. Let's say a thousand of these blue, right? Because they scan up. So like a thousand of these nucleate infusion, get me a red version, right? A thousand of the gold version, get me a teal version. A thousand of the whatever, the purple, get me a orange, so on and so forth. So we can, because these are all, we don't need any of this gear that's here. And us players at the end of the game, like, we want to be able to trade those things up. So give us a way to trade up for gear and the ability mats too. Because if we're on these things and we're looking at our characters, right, and we go to, let's see, I think I need to upgrade some stuff here. So if we go to trade up his gear and his abilities, we have a shit ton of these things too. So if we go, I don't think I have anybody. Maybe one of these minions, so we can see what they are. Yeah, level 5. So we want to do these purple, right? 535,000 of these purple. Let me trade 1,000 up for a gold, right? A T4 from a T3. Same kind of thing as the gear. So the only other thing that I could ask of you, Scopely, while I got you here, and hopefully you're taking notes on my little thing here. The only thing that I can ask you other than this stuff is this. We are keeping track, right, of what we have as far as ability, gold, what we've made in gold, what we've made in resources, so on and so forth. We have been keeping track, and what we've noticed is that you're not giving us enough of the supplies in order to keep up with the amount of stuff that we are spending. Okay, and so what we need you to do is we need you to lessen the gap here. Okay, because what we have right now is if we level up a character from 0 to 75 or 0 to, yeah, say 75 first, right? So 0 to 75 level up is going to cost us 7 million gold, right? If we're a level 75, we're making 15 million gold. We're good. We're golden, right? But if we want to level up to level 95, right? And we're the level 105, we're just making by, right? If we want to level up a tune to 95 and we are 105, we are spending 20 million gold to level up to 95, and if we are level 105, we're making 22 million gold. Now, heaven forbid we want to take a character straight to 105, because what that means is we're spending 42 million gold, and we're only making 22 million gold in that same 10 days that's between characters. And heaven forbid we get a Dark Dimension unlock or Blue Waffle unlock or a Lightning Strike or whatever his name is unlocked or something like that, because, or, Zombie Kestrel comes around, because then that's cutting to that even more. So we're doubling that. We're needing 84 million gold when we're only making 22 million gold. And yes, we're keeping track of these types of things. We also see how many cores earned versus how many cores you need to unlock, which are never enough, right? 95,000 or 9,500 cores is what we're making in a week, and now you just took it out of Command Center. Whereas in order to unlock a tune via orbs, if you're unlucky like me is, and I said unlucky because that's what it is, and you get 6s every time, it costs 11,475. Whereas if I'm the top, say 50 in arena every day, that's only 9,500. So, and let's not even get started on the abilities and stuff like that, because we're not close with those. So, anyways, you need to start looking at those types of things, because as a longtime player, my resources are starting to dwindle, and pretty soon I'm going to be in the same boat as a lot of these newer players, and it's going to make me not want to play this game very much either, because I'm starting to understand what they're feeling. When I'm seeing these shop credits, so we're not even making like 3,000 a day sometimes, if we don't have a blitz ending or something like that. I think we average right now about 7,000 a day with the 2 blitzes, and then the the red and the milestone, and then also the character blitzes that are like 8,000 a piece. I think it's somewhere like 6 or 7,000 a day, but that's crazy when each store we're having to spend 22.5K on an empowered ability. That's nowhere close to enough. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. This has been my top 10 things for Scopely to help us. Not things that we need, not things that they can do different. I'm talking about things that they can do to help us instead of complaining. So, anyways, hope you appreciate it. And feel free to stop by anytime that I'm in stream and say hi. But until next time, I'm Viz. Tell it like it is, the non-void to all you peeps out there. Peace.